And clearly the Trump administration keeping a close eye on what's happening there. And, let's face it, the United States has struck Iran, its nuclear program, during the course of the last 12 months. So that genie is in many ways out of the bottle. What sort of response might we see from the United States? What sort of options do you think are being weighed up?
Yeah, Tom, and I think that's a good way to put it. The genie's out of the bottle. I think if this was the first time that we struck Iran, there would be much more hesitation. But because we did it, and from a military perspective, it was successful, and we saw just how little the Iranians could do about defending against these strikes, I think that makes it more likely that we will strike. But I imagine that the administration is going to ask our intelligence community, particularly the CIA, what strikes would be more enhancing to the protests that are going on, and would these strikes potentially detract from their efforts? In other words, would the regime simply say, okay, so this is all being orchestrated by the United States, it's not legitimate? I don't think that's obviously the case. It's obviously legitimate, but that's one of the factors I believe that the president and his National Security Council will be taking into account when they make the decision on whether to strike. But if they do, it'll be against regime targets, probably the IRGC, maybe their besieged force, which is an internal paramilitary force that's very heavy-handed, probably causing most of the casualties with protesters. I think that's where the strikes will be focused.